All right, well, we got some comments. We'll get checked up on the prep. We're on the grid, and I've got a few things in prep. How's everybody doing? The old prepster. Um, so there was a list of numbers in the movie The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And when I look at this, you do see the event 201. You know, it's all about Leviticus Bible verses, they said, and things like that, of course. You've got 109. Now, 109 days from when Sirius the Dog Star rose in the double midpoint day is the 333rd day of the year. It's a Taco Tuesday. It's a potential day that he would spiritually rise, which just means the chaos would begin. And he has the spirit of Satan indwelt in his body, like all the rest of the goats will come when they worship the image of the beast, when he would return at the next total solar eclipse. All speculation. It's just the way I see stuff. So you got event 201. Now, 32 days left in the year is day 333, which is 109 days from Sirius the Dog Star. You've got 311 coded. Candy was born on the 301st day of the year. That's October 28th. That's your Gateway Arch Day. But that's 311 when you drop the zero. Once again, 32 days left in the year. And 32 days left in the year. 18, 6 plus 6 plus 6. The 27 has been in she and I's numbers. You know, y'all know that story since we met. Our combined number of times the year. So I don't know. That's just stuff that I see when I look at, I just share stuff I see. You know how that goes. So yeah, the 109, the 333, 32 days left that we were just talking about. So the movie itself, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, it's 38.8 or 38.88, which is deadly wound coding because 38 is murder code. You got 88. Stepdaughter was born at what? 808. Her number's got the 138, the 88, and the 86ing of it. Fascinating. You got the 110 where I stopped it, but that's me stopping it. So doesn't count, as they say. So I used to have a motorbike, a Triumph. So you go back to Donnie Darko wearing the Triumph. Donnie Darko wearing the Triumph shirt.
Showing pictures that match.
Thank you. And so here he is wearing the Triumph shirt. Let me see if I can save it and blow it up for y'all. It wouldn't save, but it does allow me to show you the picture. Triumph. And it's something to, it's something to do with the bikers, yes. But Triumph means Trump. Trump means triumph. They came from the same words. They have the same basic meaning. Donnie Darko's playing the Antichrist Donald Trump. 007, Trump's mom's from Scotland. In the movie Skyfall, his mom was from Scotland. They went to Scotland at his mom's old home called Skyfall, because at the end times, the sky falls. And of course, Daniel Craig's always playing Trump from movie to movie. Knives Out, go figure. And that'll be the Four Horses time, War, Famine, Death. And but here in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, where he has sex after the right eye wound with Lucifer, or the goddess, fusing and melding and having that spirit of Antichrist indwelt in his body, he says, I used to have a motorbike, a Triumph. No reason to say that in the movie. It had nothing to do with the movie. So, of course, we know what it's for. 927 was coded in the movie for Daniel 927. When obviously Trump is this 27 9 days old right now for about another 60 days. Well, about another 64 days, I think. If we look at Trump's age today, he's 279, 23. So 77 more days we have left. Yeah. 76 more days, I guess. 76 more days of him being 76. Yeah. Adam coding. Adam coding. Adam is 76 in Strong's Concordance. But today is that 923 day. It is Black Friday. We did show you the Steely Dan lyrics. Today could be a day, of course. Anyway, 927 is coded in the movie Girl with a Dragon Tattoo with 38 murder code over here. At the age of 38, you got the illness number 19 fused with a 927. Yeah, I think I wanted you to see the time, 1:49:25, when that took place, this picture that I took with the 927. And he is on the 27th, 925 days old. And it was 925 in the movie. 14925. When that picture came up, that had the 927. So it'd be like 927, 925. Well, that's how old he'll be on Saturday. I mean, on Sunday, the 27th, which has been our biggest day through this the whole time. Because he's 27925. There's your 925 fused with the 927 or 279. It's just the way we look at it. Doesn't mean anything's going to happen. We're just working on mysteries without any clues, as they say in the lyrics. It's interesting to see the 222 coded with the 67, the 219. That's more for personal stuff. And at that time in the movie, it was 14927. That would be his rising day. And you have the eve coding. Because when you look at the rising day of the 29th, he's 27927. It's Daniel 927 coded twice on his potential rising day. And again, it was at 927 in the movie. Now this is on 4K, so I would think it would be as pinpointed as they would want us to see it, as it would have been in the theater, what have you. There's other notable items. There's 251. Now the 251 is from the solar eclipse to the midpoint, from the midpoint to the next total solar eclipse. So it's total solar eclipse of December 4th, 2021 to the midpoint of the next total solar eclipse, which was the day Sirius the Dog Star rose. And it was also the midpoint of 2 total lunar eclipses that both occurred in 2022. So you got the 251 coded with 119 Donald. Remember, his number ends in 64. He's 163464. Third wife coded with Eve. And that 67 is very prominent in a personal situation. So anyway, so that's enough of my prep. Bridget said is not Sirius on the Abraham Accord coin? Let's check it out. Good to hear from you, Bridget. Abraham Accord coin. Now I've got this coin, if I'm not mistaken. Well, first of all, that star that's on the flag of Israel could represent, it's got 6 points, 6 sides, 6 angles, I think it's been said. It's a 666 number. This is the one I think you're talking about. Abraham Accords. So there's 2 sides to every coin. So is this the one Bridget's talking about? Yeah, well, I see stars there. There's groups of stars. Sirius is always somewhere though, Bridget. Good job. There are stars on that coin. Good to hear from you. And let's see what Christian says from December 14th, 2020. Yeah, that midpoint day. Unto today, November 24th, you got 7-11 days. That's interesting. And he would have had to have gone down 2 days ago. And this would be, you know, the rising day, 7-11. It is 7-11 days from the start date to the end date included, or 1 year, 1 month. 1 year, 11 months, 11 days. That's interesting too. 23 months, 11 days. Alternative. Hey, we got some 1430, 14304. That is interesting. Good stuff, Christian. Thank you. Yeah, it's just, for some reason, when I get close to a date that I think is going to happen, like Saturday or today, excuse me, today or Sunday, it's every other day. I would see him going down today or Sunday, rank number 1, or Tuesday when he's 27927 days old. But I like him rising on that day more so, but who knows? If he goes down on a Tuesday, though, that's really the best day as far as days of the week, because Wednesday is the day of woe. That's what it was named for, or excuse me, that's what the poem says, and it's about dead souls. Then he would rise on Thursday, which would be Thor Day, the sledgehammer, which is perfect. So it depends on what cipher you're looking at. If you're looking at the days of the week, then him dying on a Tuesday, fake dying, of course, would be number 1, rising on that Thursday. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Wednesday's child is full of woe poem, which is what the Addams Family Wednesday was all about. So nursery rhyme. Wednesday's child is full of woe. Tuesday's child is full of grace. Thursday's child has far to go, as he would when he would rise. And what is the day Wednesday named for? What god?
God Woden. According to The Guardian, Wednesday is named for the god Woden, who is paralleled with the Roman god Mercury, probably because both gods shared attributes of eloquence, the ability to travel, and the guardianship of the dead.
Guardianship of the dead. So him going down on a Thursday, and then this be that middle day, because he's dead. And then he would rise on Thor Day, Thursday. Thursday is named after the god Thor.
According to Viking Skipsmith, Thor is reminiscent of Jupiter, as they both deal with lightning and thunder. So this day of the week became Thursday. Thor is in Nordic mythology Sif's husband and was the god of thunder. The name Or is related to the word thunder.
Our football team here in Winter Haven, you've got the, It's not Ridge. It's Polk County High School Thunder.
According to Wikipedia, Lake Region High School is a public high school located in Eagle Lake, Florida.
Yeah, which is a suburb of Winter Haven. It's down the street from me. So they're the Thunder. Over just east of that, still in our county, Lake Wales Highlanders trumps the Highlander. The town I'm in, it has two high schools, the Thunder and the Winter Haven Blue Devils. Blue and red are their colors. Winter Haven Blue Devils. And of course, Red Devils. Kathleen Red Devils. Also in Polk County. The red and the black. I've coached against all these teams as a high school football coach. My high school, Auburndale Bloodhounds. That's the team I played for. What am I? Bloodhound, hot on the trail, right? It's very ironic. It's just very weird where I live. My zip code, 33881. Zip code, 33881. And of course, there it is in Winter Haven. That's where I live. 33 in the 88. So the Lord has placed me and has me surrounded right here. Like I couldn't be any more ground zero. And you're like, well, West Palm is, that's where Trump lives. It wouldn't be that obvious that he would live in a 3388 zip code. No, I do. Go figure. With the Red Devils and the Blue Devils, red and blue makes purple. It's their colors. We've got the Thunder and the Highlanders. Did I not show you that one? Probably didn't, did I? Lake Wales Highlanders. There they are. Got the bagpipes and everything. See the bagpipes over there? Just not that far from me. It's all here in Polk County. 51, 52, first marriage number, second marriage. It's never ending. That's not anything they did. That's just the Lord's synchronicity. It's just fascinating. So today, if he goes down the 29th, excuse me, if he rises on the 29th, he would go down. No, let's start over. If he goes down on the 29th, that would have him rising on Thursday. So the 29th is dead president's release date, 10/6/1995. Let's look at that, 10/6/1995. And 6 to the 29th. 9916. 268 progressions. Okay. Keep clicking the wrong buttons. Dragonfly released on 2/22 of 2002. Fascinating movie. Reichstag Fire, Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, both things that our old contributor used to tell us were the two biggest things that led to World War II. The November 20th, 1989 Doug Williams Donnie Darko game progression is the 29th. November 20th, 1989. It's 12062. perfect 3-2-6 progressions. Okay. There's 32 days left in the year when this would occur, if I'm not mistaken. Because this is day 333, the 29th. Yeah. That would be the day he would go down, would be day 333 with 32 left in the year. He would rise on day 335. If you're going by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. These are all ciphers. These are all clues. Clues are ciphers. They're languages. It would also have Trump, of course, going down when he's 27927 days old. I mean, we don't hate it, right? So the Donnie Darko, Doug Williams is playing on TV in the movie Donnie Darko. He was my favorite player. He was number one. I was his biggest fan on this earth. And I remember me and my first wife, we'd wait outside the locker room to meet him, talk to him, get an autograph, whatever. And the old Buccaneers, and he ended up becoming a Super Bowl in their fake world, Super Bowl MVP for the White Horse Denver Broncos. I'll think about White Horse, right? And he's playing in this game, but the setting for Donnie Darko is October 1988, but the game that was on TV, we found out through internet searches, was not even a game that was in 1988. It was a 1989 game played on November 20th, and it progresses to a high potential offing day for Trump. Now, from Sirius the Dog Star to this day, $109 days would have him rising on 111 days after the Dog Star rose. I want to go now and look. What Super Bowl did Doug Williams win? MVP, whatever, it was 1988. They beat the Broncos. Okay. January 31st. On January 31st, 1988. It says 98 there, but it says January 31st, 88 there, so it was a typo. Super Bowl 22, Wikipedia. January 31st, 1988. Doug Williams, quarterback, MVP. So let's go to that date. January 31st, 1988. Let's run that to the 27th. And then the 29th. Well, it's a 12721, so it's 127 in either direction. Backwards and forwards, 127. that 127 keeps flipping in my second wife and I's combined number times the year. 627, 127, 627, 127, 627, 127. This year it syncs up with 1127. In the middle. But this is 1129 we're talking about, the day he would go down. But he can go down on 1127 and rise on 11. We're just kicking a lot of stuff around. See what y'all think. See what lands where with you. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, my friend that was born on 11/17, 1961, and he died. And when I went to his funeral, a guy that was born on 9/11, who also died young, was sitting next to me. And on the other side of me was another guy born on 11/17. We were all friends. And my 11/17 friend, when he died on January 3rd, 1999, it progresses to November 29th. And I looked up the song Things We Do for Love because the 9/11 guy, Ronnie, I remember him telling me that that was he and his girlfriend's favorite song, and she became my girlfriend. She was my high school sweetheart. But it's Things We Do for Love, that song, that also hits on that November 29th. Now, he would rise 2 days later on December 1st, which is 121 coded because it's 12th month, first day. So it's 121, 222 of the year 2022. So it's 121, 222 coded. Antichrist coded with Eve. 222 is Eve from Genesis 2:22. Like the TV show Room 222, her name was Karen Valentine. Anyway, on 7/6/2022, when I turned 61 years old, and Roger Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961, the year I was born. So my birthday this past year progresses to the day he would rise. If you include both dates, the day he would go down, I am Batman, Porsche 718's birth, Trump Tower opening, 2 different penumbral lunar eclipses in 1998, on dates 313 and dates 88, believe it or not. And 98, of course, is 98th verse of Revelation is White Horse Bible verse. iPet Goat 2 official release date. If you include both dates, hits on the 29th. GoldenEye does too. Release date at Radio City Music Hall. James Bond Begins, or Dr. No release date, just like Batman Begins. It was on May 8th, by the way. And Lincoln assassination date. Now his rising day would be December 1st in that particular case, which is Heath Ledger's birthday. King Kong, USA release date of 1933. Midpoint day of 2022. Georgia Guidestone's destruction day, July 6, 2022. Batman's first appearance, 3/30, 1939. Georgia Guidestone's destruction on my birthday of July 6th this past year. How come? Oh, yeah, it's December 1st. It's in my personal. Okay, got it. Sorry. Different tab. I thought it was up here. Batman's first appearance in a comic book. So Batman Begins is coded on his rising day. The Legoland movie Where is Legoland? It's called the Lego Movie. He was President Business, represented Trump. Taco Tuesday. You know where Legoland is? Yeah, it's right here in Winter Haven. Legoland, Winter Haven, Florida. I mean, the Lord's had me, he's put me right here. I'm at ground zero. .6 miles from my house. The phone number 888-69-53. Third marriage number 46. Wow. Can't make it up, can you? I live at ground zero. That's why there's certain things I don't say on this channel. So the day he would rise, Take Shelter movie release date. There's a storm coming, where the guy screams there's a storm coming. Movie 88 release date. Total solar eclipse of 79. Licorice Pizza, which had on the archway, Live and Let Die, and The Mechanic. Did I say on the archway? Licorice Pizza, Pizzagate, Gateway Arch, The Mechanic, Live and Let Die was on the movie marquee of the movie Licorice Pizza. Penumbra lunar in 88, partial solar on October 25th, progresses to this day. If you include both dates, his rising day of December 1st would be Brad Pitt's birthday, because he's not ascending out of the pit on that day necessarily. He ascends on a full moon. So it's all very confusing to me. It gets kind of muddy. He has to go down today to land on that 42 days. I mean, he has to go down on Black Friday. Yeah. He has to go down today to rise on the 27th. And then ascend in 11/27 is 9/27. November 27, 9. November is the 9th month, just like October. Octagon is the 8th month. So he would be rising on 9/27 date, and he would be ascending through the wolf full moon, because Jesus rose on the third day, but then ascended into heaven 40 days after he rose, or 42 days after he died. He would have to go down today for all of that to sync up. If you go to the next full moon, February full moon, February 5th. It's February 5th. So now you would have to go up to February 5th to get the next 42 days. He would have to go down. Well, my first date with Candy was December 28th. Let's look at that one. No, he would have to go down on Christmas Day. He would have to go down on Sunday, December 25th. That would have him rising on 12/27. And then he would be ascending February 5th. And then the abomination of desolation would be 2 months later. They would have to kill 2 billion people in that short amount of time. Can they do that? Through freezing with no electricity? Of course they can, especially if they cranked up the technology and everybody that's connected to it through the PokePoke, because there's nanotech was in it, and nanotech connects to the towers. And they showed us in the movie The King's Man, people just exploding, people's heads exploding, which I think was a psychological, operative, predictive, programmable for just them getting very toxic and they can't breathe. Hashtag I can't breathe. So December 25th, what's weird is Candy and I's combined number, the first day we met times the year we met. I mean, our combined number of 455-000-6328, which is 45 for Trump, and then 500 for Antichrist and Strong's Concordance. And don't forget her number times this year alone, first four digits are 1117. So when I met her in 2005, our combined number times the year 2005 had the 1227 date on it. Which would be his rising day if he goes down on Christmas to ascend up through that, what's it called, a cold full moon? What is the name of the February full moon?
Snow moon. According to Royal Museums Greenwich, February, snow moon. February is typically cold, snowy weather in North America earned its full moon the name snow moon.
So when he would ascend up through that snow full moon, what are we saying would kill everybody? The dark winter, no electricity. Hey, it's 121, 38. That was weird. You'd have to rewind and look at that. It was on the bottom right. Let's look at the amount of days that is from February 5th. These 74 perfect days. That's 37 plus 37 is 74. It'd be a perfect two progressions of 37 from the day he would ascend to the abomination, to the total solar eclipse. That's 1776 hours. What's, yeah, 37 days is 888 hours. Exactly. That's crazy. "24 progressions of 37. I don't know. It would be like March 8th. How in the world do you get 37 days? Hang on. It's Pi Day is when you're only 37 days away from the abomination of desolation. That is 888 hours away. So 37, 888, 74 days is 1776 hours. Very, very crazy, very strange, very wild to look at all this. Are we done here? If you look at the progression, let's just look at the progression. If you go to just add days and you go to February 5th, 2023, and you subtract 74 days. That's November 23rd. So I've already moved that. So let's go back 37 days. December 30th. No. When he would go down, it would be Christmas Day. Let's look at that one. December 27th. I mean, December 25th. I mean, the 7/11 total solar eclipse of 2010 on 7/11. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Shooter, release date movie, and Chernobyl. In the movie Shooter, Dinty Moore can, and of course, Shooter on the back of the guy in Top Gun. I showed y'all that. Casino Royale release date. Purge, election year. Back to the Future release date. Back on July 3rd, back when Sirius the Dog Star would go dark. 1985. Partial Lunar in 2001. Dark Knight Rises. No Time to Die release date. Dark Knight Rises release date. Quantum Leap episode. That'd be the day he would go down. Rising on Helter Skelter release date. Skyfall release date. Christopher Lloyd's birthday. Doc, Back to the Future, had the right eye wound. If you include both dates as rising day, would be the inauguration day of George H. Walker Bush, which is what the movie Donnie Darko was about, that election. Take Shelter release date number 2 would be his rising day. If you include both dates, by the way. Donnie Darko director's cut, if you include both dates, lands on the rising day, and the Princess Diana event. If you include both dates on the day he goes down on Christmas Day, The Kingsman USA release date, same ending as No Time to Die with same lead actor. Yeah, it was crazy. That's if you include both dates. Casino Royale release date USA on November 17th. 11/17. Zachariah 11/17 coded. S. Darko movie. If you include both dates, this would be his offing day. Kingsman movie, The Golden Medal, said 12/19/97 on it. That date does come to December 26th. If you include both dates, it would be December 25th. So that would be just crazy. Like there would be some event he would attend on Christmas Day. They would kill him on Christmas Day. It's just so bizarre. He would rise on 12/27. And descend on February 5th. Groundhog Day, Wikipedia. You have to do the movie. There it is. It had different release dates. Was one of them on the 5th? No, it was just one release date. February 12th. Okay. All right, anyway, love y'all. Good stuff. Interesting.